Welcome to Wax Sports Reviews. In this video, we're looking at the 2020 Nike Potential 3 rubbers. A pretty similar shoe from what they've had last season with a few changes here and there. So let me quickly get into reviewing the shoe. Starting off with the aesthetic, this season there's a navy blue and orange layout versus the green and grey from last season, which seemed a little too sober. This one looks a bit more flash and also matches much better. Moving on to the features, around the midsole here, it's pretty similar from last season, but it's a really good, highly responsive midsole. I think it's a little bit more responsive this year, as you can see. In terms of its construction, it sort of tapers when it comes into the forefoot area, which is really good so that your forefoot is much closer to the ground, offering you really good tread over there. It becomes nice and thick in the heel area, giving you a lot of support when you're landing on that hard concrete, which absorbs a lot of shock going into your ankle, your heel and your joints. Probably one of the better heels on any kind of rubbers I've seen on the market. Moving on to the outsole, there's a full orange sort of rubber grid layout, which is quite an aggressive tread. There's also a lot of texture on all of these grids here, so that there's a lot of friction when you're running on the synthetic grass, which offers you really good grip and you don't slip up too often, which is a really good addition from Nike there and definitely a good feature to have. Moving on to the upper, it's a nice synthetic material which is really lightweight so that you don't feel too cumbersome when your foot's in there. And there's also a little bit of these ventilation slots on either side to have better breathability. For the toe area, in terms of protection, the rubber tread bleeds into the toe along with a really stiff material here to give you ample protection against yorkers, so your toes really well covered in that area. Moving to the heel cage, this shoe probably has the best heel cage on the market for a set of rubber spikes. It's really hard and stiff so that it absorbs a lot of that shock away when you land hard on the concrete, and also gives you really good support so that your foot doesn't move around too much on the inside, making it probably one of the best fitting rubber shoes on the market with the best support out there. For the tongue, it's pretty standard. You get a really soft mesh line tongue, which makes it really comfortable to wear the shoe. All in all, probably the best set of rubbers on the market and easily my #1 recommendation if you're looking for something half decent. So if you're looking to get this shoe, you can walk into one of our stores or get it online.